everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 45 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of Not Too Complicated. Where today, things are not too complicated, I hope. I'm gonna make that joke every episode. We're gonna play on words that title of this mod pack every time. Every time. So today you can see that I am doing a thing that I said I would probably have to do eventually. And that is, let's see, and another energy, yeah, that should do. Get ourselves situated with more production of nuclear fuel. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to go crazy with the antimatter stuff, but I figured having more antimatter income couldn't hurt. So, remember a couple episodes back, I described what's going on with our nuclear reactor. And what's going on with our nuclear reactor is very simple. I do not have enough fuel for it. We built a larger reactor. Well, I built it off camera for the most part. Oh, good. Chemical dissolution chamber does take gas upgrades. Cool. Now we're missing iron again. I should add iron to my infinite system. That is absolutely something I'm going to do today, by the way. Gas upgrades. That should be cool. I'm going to get both of you guys with this. I didn't do this one. Alright, cool. And then my gas upgrades should be coming in a little bit. There we go. Nice. I put gas upgrades in these, right? Yeah. Both of them? Yep. Good. Just checking. So yeah, long story short, I built the bigger reactor, which worked out, you know, super good. Was very pleased with it. And then I learned that I didn't have enough nuclear fuel production to handle it. So what I did between episodes here, basically, is just get ourselves a bunch more production. So I need to triple this. I have so far produced the machines and placed them to double it. And I think I have almost all the machines back at my main base to triple it. I think I'm missing one. And that's the one that needs a fuel tank to craft. I forget the name, but you know what I'm talking about. So, almost there. This is my new production line because I have enough chemical oxidizers for everything, hopefully. Okay. Well, I'm going to need another 100 of these, aren't I? I always lose track, but there we go. Yeah, another 100 of you. Sweet. Okay. And then I'm ready to turn this stuff on, and I'll probably do the third batch off camera entirely. I did most of this off camera, but I wanted to show you guys me kicking on another batch of production fuel, just because I thought it would be cool to see. Okay, so you were good, right, with these guys. Now you're going to get this guy, and then you're going to get this guy. Sweet. All right, now you need uranium ingots. So what I'm going to do here, probably just do that with this and this. So now uranium is the only thing you can accept. And then this can go all away. Am I wrong about that? You have no power. Oh, yes. No, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I didn't hook up power yet. Okay. Yeah, once we kick on power, we should see everything kick into gear. Now, you guys need these guys. And one thing I would love to be able to do... Oh, good. You picked the right item. Good. Is it would be super cool if I could set these filters before placing them inside the pipes. But, meh, life goes on. And then you, sir, need... sulfur dust. You might have picked that correctly already, but that's cool. And then you need the water production. So you want your mechanical pipe. Boom. And... boom. Cool. All right, so you should be producing water. Hydrogen we want to set to dump excess of, right? Rotary condensator. Good. We had a little bit of power, obviously. Not a big deal. All right, so now if we hook up our generators plug here. Boom, boom, boom. Everything should come on. Right? Reactor's online. And you know what I also want to do is not throttle you. So you can disable limit. Cool. So most things should be running at this point. Chemical oxidizer. Oh, that's right. I need power in the top there. Yeah, those guys need a little bit of power. These guys I put on the Direwolf 20 network. Cool. All right. So now you're cooking, and 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 you guys are all cooking. Why are you so bad? There you go. That's better. So you guys all eventually get full of chemical oxidizer-y things, I hope. If not, what I could probably do... Side config items is blue, eject on yes. Do that, and maybe that'll help. As long as everybody eventually gets their sulfur, I'll be happy. Or their yellow uranium-y stuff. So for the most part, that's good. And then you're backstuffed on fissile fuel. Nice. This guy's not running. I need to sort his dealio. What I might do is try pipes instead of this guy. Let's try pipes. I'm curious if pipes would be cool, because those I could probably put on like a round robin type deal. Especially if I got the ultimate pipe upgrade. Just trying out a slightly different approach. So you do this, and you're gonna round robin distribution. Cool. And that should keep everybody going, in theory. Now for my quantum doohickey. Who's going to accept gases on the back input. And your channel will be fissile fuel. Set. Sweet. And then you're making 256 millibuckets per tick of fissile fuel. And everybody here is doing their job. Nice. And you should be good. Did I miss you guys or something? Sulfur dioxide is empty. I think you're okay, though. Are you not configured to eject gases on the right? You are. Are you not configured to accept gases on the left? Correct. There we go. Now we're better. Now we're better. Now we should have a net gain on sulfuric acid. So you just got to check these things so you don't make a little dire derp here and there. But that should keep us going with lots of fissile fuel. What we should see is a net gain of sulfuric acid, and then we'll see a net gain of whatever this is, sulfur trioxide, and then everything will back stuff. It's just barely enough production, but it is enough. It's just that it's just barely enough. See? Slowly but surely net gaining here. Sweet. So now I should be able to come over here and adjust your burn rate, right? And this is going to be the, hey, I wonder if this is going to work moment. So in theory, we should be able to hit 500-ish, right? So I'm going to bump you up to 350 and see what happens heat-wise. So far, so good. Are we net lossing on coolant? We probably are. Yeah, that's not good. Let's bring him down a little bit. What I'm assuming is happening is we're probably not able to transfer the water fast enough back into the reactor. And ultimate mechanical pipes are just not fast enough, huh? Oh, let's see. Do we have the fluid? Anything that can transfer fluids? I feel like quantum entangleopers are pretty good. But I don't think these guys auto-eject is the problem. I think we need this guy thing going on, and that's kind of your problem. There are fluid transporters from Industrial Foregoing that we could try, though they do require a pity frame. Worth trying, maybe? I wonder what their threshold is, because I know the item transfers can go pretty fast. Let's see what we can do. Fluid transporter. Alright, fluid transporters, quest complete. I think we can get add-ons, right? These add-ons? I'm assuming this guy's not going to do anything for this, but we'll find out how efficient we can get this guy. So I have no idea what kind of transfer speed we're looking at here with this, but we're going to see what happens. Is that fair? So now, are we still gaining? We're still gaining. That's good. So if I put you there, and we said that, and then we want to give you add-ons of some description. So efficiency add-on, empty blacklist, add-on speed tier 2, efficiency 2. So now if I turned this guy up to like 300, how are we doing with water? We're still not gaining on water, so that's kind of cool. 350? Definitely not. Shouldn't I be dumping excess, by the way? Probably. Oh, nope, 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 don't dump. But yes, we should be dumping excess. Alright, so now my problem is maintaining water transfer. What I'll probably need is just more connectors going here. So basically what I'm going to need is more fission port reactors. Alright, so I'm going to come down here, I'm going to turn off my reactor. Should fill-ish back up with water from all the water that should be in here-ish. But then all the water is going to empty out for the most part of these things. Cool, everybody's chilling? Everybody's chilling. And the buffer of water is filling back up, which is cool. Alright, so then what I want to do is 2, 3, I want to kind of count this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's enough, or I have that many now. A couple more, 9, 10. I think 2 more are on their way. Yep. Perfect. So this is going to double the rate of output flow that's available to us, if I'm not mistaken. Now, in addition, I went through and set all the sides to none, so I should have no problem doing this. And I don't know that there's anything in the pack that can transfer fluid out faster than this. So we're just going to have to assume that this is the most efficient way to do this. There might be other things. I don't know. We'd have to, you know, investigate. And hopefully I'm right that the problem is the throughput of water out of the turbine. And now we should be able to, whoops, none. So everything, nothing should be connected here, right? That's what we should be seeing, no connections between the pipes, and they're all independent of each other. So now we can go turn the reactor back on. It's currently running, by the way, at 325. And if we check our water pipes, we'll see that some of them are empty. See how some are empty? I think that's a good indication that, you know, we're not maxing out our water output yet. Okay? Now, I should be able to bump you up to like 350 without too much of a problem in terms of water. See? Yes, we're good. We're good. See? See? Water is now flowing well. Now, if I were to bump it up to 400, do this incrementally. Trust the dyer that this is a good idea to do incrementally. If you just blast it at 500, you might not have enough water throughput, and then you'll learn very quickly that you don't have enough water throughput when your reactor melts down. So, bad times. Don't do. 450. Still stable. Still stable. Sweet. 500. Remember, there's like an immediate water drop as the temperature goes up, but then it starts to stabilize and we're good, right? Now, you should not be net losing fuel because we should be producing 500 millibuckets of fuel, but you might not be quite there. So now we know our water can handle it. What's going on with fuel? Did you guys slow down? What's happening? Are we out of something? We might be. Why are you full here? That should not be happening. Your fissile fuel, you're over here. Is it a throughput problem on this dude? It could be. It might be. It might be a throughput problem. I would like to see you net lossing. Yes, it might be a throughput problem. All right, so you should be emptying now. If I need to upgrade this tube, I will. Okay? You know, frankly, we don't need this chemical tank here, really. But if you're sitting at 1024, that tells me that we're transferring 1,024 millibuckets per tick. Cool. So now I should be able to set you back to 500. We'll lose a big bunch of water at first, but then it'll stabilize, and we'll have a net gain of water. Because remember, we're getting water from these guys and back from the turbine. And I think we're sitting comfortably at 500 burn rate. All right, now if I'm not mistaken, 256 times 2 is 512, right? So I should be able to get this to 511. And then you will be slowly but surely going up. And if I set it to 512, it'll be a break even on fuel, and we will have no net gain of fuel. So I'm going to go with the 511, so we do have a net gain on fuel. Just a very subtle and small one. And then our water is still pretty good. All right, we haven't melted down yet. I'm excited about that. I'm very thrilled that we haven't melted down yet. Now, how are you doing over here? Are you exporting all your waste correctly? You seem to be. That's cool. Do you have any problems with your waste storage? No, 511. You are maybe not solar neutron activating this enough. We might need another one of those. But we could make that happen relatively easily, right? Solar neutron activator. And then you're processing at a pretty good input rate of 28 million RF a tick. Yeah. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to keep up with this. But we probably want another solar neutron activator. Yes. Because I'm suspecting that you are not keeping up with the amount of fuel we're making here. So let's make another one of those. Solar neutron activator. Boom. Should be literally this easy, right? And then we've got an ultimate pressurized tube. And then a basic pressurized tube coming out. So you're going to be set to extract. And you're going to go in there. And now we are cooking through our nuclear waste into polonium pretty good. Sweet. And I'm assuming that we have enough power to burn through this. The process rate is 0.071. I don't know at what rate we're producing polonium, but I guess we'll see-ish. I remember this being more than enough, but maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll find out. Let's let this sit for a few minutes, and I'll come back and let you guys know how things worked out. Well, I can tell you now how things are working out because we're backstuffing on polonium. This is completely empty still, but this one's backstuffing, and that's not ideal because it means that we're not burning the polonium into antimatter fast enough to keep up. I wonder if I can speed you up in some direction, and maybe that would help? I don't know, though. How come you're not doing anything? What's going on over here? How come you're dead? What happened to you? What happened to you? That's not cool. Where's all my stuffs? Did you, like, run out of something? What's all this about? That probably shouldn't have happened. Oh well, let's get a whole room real quick. I think I just need gold dust. Times 4. Quicker to get back this way. And I think we... smelting, compressing, and fusing that with carbon will get me the whole room. At some point, it must have just kicked the bucket. Alright, so you're still... everybody's good here, right? Yes, this is all good. Let's fill the whole room with DT fuel, which would be this guy? Yes. Zoinks. And then you're ready for a good ignition button. Cool. And then you're going to fill back up with energy, in theory? Perfect. And then you're going to heat up. And then you'll be producing RF a tick. It's not that much, is it? I mean, it's getting there. It's going to get up there. But it's really not that much. We'll have to see if... what we can do. Alright, I better sleep through this night before things become a real problem. Now, throughout this whole episode, these two energy collectors have been chilling here, making me tons of white matter, by the way. So, I can't even tell you how much EMC we have right now. It's just such a stupid amount. But, I'm excited about it. We will get back to EMC probably in the next episode or two. I wanted to get antimatter cooking today, mostly because then I can, you know, just make that much more antimatter, and that would be cool. Now, with the excess help here, are you guys emptying? You might be actually emptying. So we have a net loss. That's cool. I want to see something here, right? So you're producing a nice couple million, right? I want to try something. Well, no, if we leave this to run, hopefully we'll be good. That might have been enough to kick us over the edge. Because remember, we had backstuffed this machine. By virtue of the fact that we are no longer backstuffing these machines, I think this means that we're in good shape. Now, I might be able to accelerate this a little bit. And what I'd like to see is him backstuff again. And if he backstuffs again and then empties again, that means we're definitely burning through our polonium faster than we're producing it. And then I'll be happy. But yes, I think that's definitely... See, yeah, look, there it goes. It went up. And then what we should see is it should go down once the tick accelerator wears off. Which is happening now. And then... Oh, look, so this guy backstuffed. Okay. Yep, no, that makes sense. The first one backstuffed and then the second one backstuffed. That's cool. I'm down with that. And he's off right now entirely because this guy is, you know, full. Now, once he empties, this guy should empty. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, you know what probably happened? It's because it was nighttime. It's probably because it was nighttime that we wound up burning some of our polonium. And yeah, now we are definitely not cooking this fast enough. At 31 million RF a tick, it ain't fast enough. That's kind of funny. You're making 29, you're outputting 29, you're inputting 31, which is a combination of these guys. Oof. Feels bad, man. How am I going to get more power out of this bad boy? I mean, what I could absolutely do is, you know, I mean, he's still going up, you know, and I could bump up this injection rate, but that's going to mean we're going to want more of this to happen, which might be a problem. I don't know how much gas is actually in these tubes, but I bet we have a net loss on deuterium. I don't see deuterium sitting in the tank, so, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. And this guy, tritium, he's pretty full. What I should do is get this stuff. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to let this chill. So tritium, I think we have a pretty good net gain on for sure. At least during the day, obviously. Alright, I'm going to try turning this thing up. That should boost your RF production pretty significantly. I might go as far as saying 25-ish. Yeah, 26, why not? I don't think there's any risk. I think it's just, are you producing enough deuterium and whatnot? Also, we are choked by these cables for the most part because, you know, I think we are. There we go. That's a little better. Nice. Let's go for broke. We're just going to double the output of the fusion reactor. 32. I don't know how hot that's going to get. I don't know what kind of problem that might cause, but we'll find out together as a team. I mean, the good news is if we ever worry about having too much polonium, I can just do this, and it'll drain it pretty good. Are we net losing? Are we cool on polonium? Because you're still running, right? Like, it's getting dark, but we might actually be in a good place here. Let me sleep through this night. It's like right about to hit nighttime. And I'm wondering, you know what we might be doing? We might have cleared out the backlog of nuclear waste, and we might actually be in good shape at this point. Because I bet there was so much nuclear waste in the backlog. We're producing polonium faster than we can process it, but we're not producing nuclear waste faster than we can process it. That could be what's happening, and I bet it is. Yeah. You know what? I think we're in good shape. I think we've emptied this pipe of nuclear waste down here. I think it cleared out its backlog. And now we're cooking. Now we're in pretty good shape. And we'll eventually... Maybe? I don't know. If it had cleared out its backlog, you would think that this would be emptying. But I honestly don't know at this point. Either way, I'm hesitant to do a third row now. Because of how much trouble we're having producing stuff that'll handle that. So we might see. I'm curious if there's another reactor that I can produce that'll make even more ridiculous amounts of RF per tick. I was kind of looking a little bit-ish. You know, I don't think there's the rainbow dude in this pack, right? I don't think so. Rainbow core. There's rainbow furnace from iron furnaces. But I think that's about it. All right, sweet. So hey, let's look at EMC real quick. So remember last episode? We were talking about if I wanted to make that star fragment, the final star, we came to the conclusion that we needed somewhere around 1 trillion Mobius fuel and 137 billion diamonds. But other than that, no problem, right? Easy peasy. Should be pretty simple. We just have to craft 34 billion Klein stars Ys. Shouldn't be a big deal. 137 billion Klein star ions. Should be fine. So let's do something. What I wanted to do today, in addition to all the reactor stuff that we just did, I would like to make Mark II energy condensers automatable, and I think I can pull that off. At the very first, though, we need to make Mark I energy condensers automatable. So what I need is an auto crafting table, Mark I, and we are low on iron. And the reason I want to do this, by the way, is so that I can have way more going on with the whole turning EMC into items thing. And we're going to need Mark II energy condensers to do that in a good and efficient way. So this process, I don't want to have to do anymore. The whole, oh, I'm low on iron, I have to do this, right? So Mark I auto crafting table would be you. Start that process. He should be pretty lickety split. Sweet. Black iron slates. Excellent. I'm just curious of something. Is black iron a seed? I don't think it is right now. The only way we can make it is with this. All right, cool. So I want to make the auto crafting table, and I want to see how I can get him to auto craft a little bit. So we're going to need diamond plates. Do we know how to make those? We know how to make enriched diamond, but diamond plates can be made in the blast chiller or the casting table. So let's do the casting table route. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some diamonds, and I'm going to melt them. Oh, do you need to be blitzed to melt diamonds? You might need to be blitzed to melt diamonds. Well, it's about time that we automate this process anyway, right? Can I get molten blitz from the magma crucible? I cannot. I have to get it in a foundry. Brutal. Brutal. All right, let me think about how I want to do this then. You know what? Let's wrap up here and come back next episode. I'm going to think about how I'm going to automate blitz, probably with like a mini smeltery. Then I'm going to have blitz going all the time. Then I'm going to automate Mark I and then followed by Mark II energy condensers. Then we're going to get into making Mobius fuel and blocks of diamond so that we can eventually get our final star shard. All right, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take it easy.